guess how the last 2 weeks going for you guys?
Really good. Great preparation. Great's a strong word, but really, really good preparation. We've gotten healthy. We've gotten excited to wrestle. Guys kind of want to be on the mat more, which is always what you want at the end of the year. They're begging to wrestle more. I thought our staff, Donnie, Leo, Murph, did a really good job of making sure these guys were doing things other than wrestling. You know, we did a lot of running. We did a lot of different things and stayed off the mat. And now, obviously, we're getting back on the mat, fine-tuning things. It's just been a really good couple weeks.
As far as Nick goes, you know, 3 guys seated ahead of him have all wins over Nick this year.
Mm-hmm.
What's the game plan for Nick, and what is his mindset heading into this big tournament?
I think really for him was developing a plan maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago to start this run. And then we talk about it with all of our guys. We're all 0-0 right now. That's especially in this conference. There's going to be some crazy things happen. It doesn't matter. Show up, be ready to wrestle, right? And that's our mindset. I think Nick knows he's going to have 4 tough matches if he wants to win the tournament, and that's his mindset, you know. But I think it started probably, maybe we got back after Purdue and Indiana is coming up with a plan, and really with all our guys, just a plan on how to attack this last month and be, you know, best possibly prepared for the Big Ten tournament and national tournament.
And how do you be best possibly prepared?
Rest. You know, people think it's go, go, go. It's not just go, go, go. Rest, getting healthy, training a certain way. Training, you know, practices are a lot shorter, intense but short. Some for him is just technique and really slowing him down. All for him has been working on top, you know, things like that. Little things, just cleaning up your game, and all of our guys have been through it in their specific areas. But it's just fine-tuning things, maintenance of the body, and just getting your mind right. And that's, you know, when you're prepared, you could do some amazing things, and that's kind of where our guys are at right now.
Part of the plan with Nick, just to be aggressive like he wrestled against the Michigan kid. I mean, it was a different-looking Nick than maybe it was against Fix.
Yeah, I agree. I think he needs to know he's got to, you know, and I think he knows this. He's got to get after it and go get his go get to the legs and get leg attacks off and score and be more aggressive and get back to being really physical and going forward. And that's kind of what he's been thinking. He's done a really good job of it in practice. Last couple duels, you know, the last duel obviously he did a good job of it. But that's when you know he's going to wrestle well, he's doing those things, and you guys see that. So when he's doing those things, if you're watching him, he's doing those things, he's going to be successul.
I mean, I know he lost to 2 really good kids in January.
Mm-hmm.
But is part of it maybe being afraid to lose rather than?
I don't know. We don't talk about that because it's kind of a negative mindset, you know, thinking about losing.
But that's what it almost looked like.
Yeah, I just think, honestly, especially with Fix, it's high-level guys. You know, he had some great leg attacks against Michik. There's some high-level guys. The Iowa match kind of got away from him with the stalls and the finger lock-in. It's, you know, that's not – I don't really think he was out-wrestled until the last period. But it's just little things. It's cleaning up little things. And, again, that's not making excuses. A loss is a loss. But these are high-level guys. These are some of the best guys in the world. I've said that before, not just the country. So it's a high level, and you got to really be you know, a lot of times these guys are afraid to make mistakes. And that's normal. That's normal. Afraid to make mistakes. But the best version of Suriano and really all our guys is the ones that go after and are very aggressive. Glasgow's good to go, ready to wrestle, healthy. Everything we get back from our doctors is he is ready to wrestle. Now, is he going to be? Is he 100%? No, I don't think anybody's 100%. Is he going to probably turn this thing over and be incredible in one weekend? No, probably not. But he's good enough to wrestle and fight through, and he's going to have some tough bouts and with a chance to qualify. You know, they qualified 9 guys. He's going to have to pick somebody off to do it, and he's certainly capable. So,
is there a certain number you'd like to see? Obviously, you want to see as many wrestlers as possible go to nationals, but what do you think is a realistic number, and you know, what would be a good goal for your team? How many guys you want to send?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think, you know, looking at the seeds or the pre-seeds and the allocations that were given out, you think you can get 5 or 6 guys there, and then, you know, the other guys are really going to have to upset some people, and it's a tough thing to do at this tournament. So it can happen. It happens every single year. We've had guys we don't expect go, and then we have guys we expect to do well at this tournament need a wild card to go. So number-wise, I guess that's probably fair, 5, 6, 7 guys, and that would be a good tournament. But again, this is about getting to nationals, staying healthy, and getting ready for that last weekend in March. That's kind of it's not you know, I don't know how to say this without sounding like it doesn't, because it's really, really important. But we got to put ourselves in the best possible situation come March 20th through 23rd.
Because what you're saying is basically a qualifier,
Just get through.
like regions and
Yeah,
districts.
just get through and then figure out how it happens. But, we also feel like we got guys that can win a tournament and win a Big Ten championship. That's a big deal. That's a big deal. So there's also guys we have to be smart with. Obviously, Nick Ravina, we kind of got to be smart with, right? I don't know if he's ready to wrestle 6 matches in the course of a year. Now, will he have to do that at Nationals if he wants to achieve those goals? Yeah, but for Nick, get to the tournament, and that's first and foremost.
And he's as healthy as he's going to be.
Yeah, as healthy as he's going to be. This is the best he's going to be, and again, we've been smart with him. These 2 weeks have been great for him. He's trained every single day. He hasn't had a day off yet. Well, there's been days off, but everything the team has gone through, he's gone through. So feels like he's in a good spot, and he's a tough draw. There's no doubt about it. So he could be dangerous, and we're hoping we get a little bit of that magic back.
John Van Broel's weight class, obviously a pretty tough weight class at 157, two-time qualifier beforehand, and he's kind of had what seems to be like an up and down season. What do you think of his chances, and what do you like about John Van Broel heading into the Big Ten?
Well, if he gets hot, he's dangerous. Last year he got hot. He actually finished, I think, 8th at the Big Tens last year, and was blood round to the national tournament. So he's capable. He's ranked 15th in the country, and he's seeded 10th at the Big Ten tournament. So it just goes to show you kind of where the weight's at. It's a pretty good weight, but they're all guys that can beat each other. There's one guy probably off that is apart from the rest, but they can all beat each other, and I know Johnny believes that. He knows that, and he's excited. He wrestles good in these tournaments. And again, just get through, and he's going to have a seat at the national tournament, and he's deserved that. He's had a good enough year to do that, but he wants to get rolling and get on a good roll here going into the tournament. So we expect him to do damage. He knows he's capable of doing it.
Guys like Lipari, Grello, Colucci, all guys who never qualified before but have a good shot.
Yeah, kind of bubble guys, right?
Yeah, what do you think about that?
Our Big Ten tournament will depend on those guys. If they wrestle, out of their mind, they can do some great things, place, and move on to nationals. And if they struggle from a team standpoint, a team score standpoint, we'll probably struggle a little bit. So, yeah, it's important, and that's not to put pressure on those guys. They have goals. They want to make this tournament, and but they're bubble guys, and if they wrestle well, they could be in the thick of it. Pete Lipari's put himself in a situation. Same with Joe. If he wrestles well enough, he's got to win a couple matches, and he's through. So that's a product of having a really good season, and hopefully it works out for all 3 of them, really.
Do you think the Big Ten could get 3 or 4 at-large bids at heavyweight? If it comes down to
Yeah, I do. Those guys, they're ranked 10th in the country. A couple guys in there didn't qualify the weight based on they didn't have an RPI, and their winning percentage, because they only wrestle the Big Ten, is maybe 9-4, 10-3. They don't have a winning percentage, so they'll probably get a couple at-large bids, 3, maybe even 3 at-large bids at that weight, and we're just hoping our guys in the thick of that. But it'd be nice if he could do it on his own, not have to worry, because I don't know how the rest of the coaches in the country feel, but I just think if they take too many at a certain, I know it's all about numbers, and it doesn't matter what conference they're from. It seems like they don't really go past a couple guys in each, from each conference at a certain weight. So you don't ever want to rely on a committee for get through yourself.